File in this December 24, 2016. File photo. Cleveland Browns tackle Joe Thomas looks on before an NFL football game against the San Diego Chargers in Cleveland. Thomas said he's not overly concerned about some recent spells of memory loss he revealed earlier this summer. The 10-time Pro Bowler is keeping close tabs on new brain studies about the effects of playing football. Thomas said he's closely monitoring his health but is not worried about it right now. AP photo/Runchman. File, photo, the Associated Press right parenthesis the 2016 high school football season is upon us, which gives us a chance to see the stars of tomorrow. Several former players in the Lake Country/now coverage zone have already moved upward. Recognize any of these names? Here are the players from the coverage footprint competing in NCAA Division I college and the pros. In the pros May 23, 2017. Houston, TX, USA. Houston Texans defensive end J.J. Watt, 99, talks with the media after ODA practices at Houston Methodist Training Center. Mandatory credit, Troy Taormino USA Today Sports ORG XMID, USA DSI 359,371 ORIG filed, 20,170,523 _KKD _ @5 _682.jpg, photo, Troy Taormino USA Today Sports right parenthesis J.J. Watt. Milwaukee, Houston Texans right parenthesis Watt joined NFL great Lawrence Taylor as the only player named League Defensive Player of the Year 3 times after yet another spectacular 2015. But back injuries all but erased his 2016. That means all eyes will be on Watt, as the Texans could feature the league's best defense if he's healthy. Joe Thomas. Brookfield Central, Cleveland Browns right parenthesis by now. The story has been written. Joe Thomas is a superstar offensive tackle, albeit one who still doesn't get the notoriety he perhaps deserves, and will be in the Hall of Fame someday. The real question is, will he go down in history as the greatest player in NFL history to never see the playoffs? He's in that conversation now. But the Browns can't be bad forever. Right, Brad Nortman. Brookfield Central, Jacksonville Jaguars right parenthesis Nortman got to enjoy the thrill of an NFC championship and an appearance in the Super Bowl after the 2015 season as punter for the Carolina Panthers. The next offseason, he signed a 4-year deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars, where he finished in the top 10 in punting average. Rick Wagner. West Allies Hale, Detroit Lions right parenthesis after a successful 4-year run with the Baltimore Ravens. Wagner made history in the offseason when he signed the richest deal in NFL history for a right tackle, more than $2 million better than the previous best. A signature worth 5 years and $47.5 million. It's part of the Lions' massive offensive line upgrades that also included former Packers guard T.J. Lang. So Green Bay fans will surely get a look at Wagner this year. Kevin Zeitler. Wisconsin Lutheran, Cleveland Browns right parenthesis the Waukesha native was also making records for a team that sought to revamp its offensive line, with Cleveland also bringing in J.C. Tretter from the Packers. After a 5-year run with the Bengals, Zeitler signed for 5 years, $60 million, making him the highest paid guard in league history. The state of Wisconsin is known for producing offensive linemen, and Wagner and Zeitler have certainly been exhibit and B. Joe Schobert. Waukesha West, Cleveland Browns right parenthesis Schobert capped a great career at Wisconsin by earning Linebacker of the Year honors in the Big Ten. And Browns made Schobert the first pick of the 3rd day of the NFL draft in the 4th round in 2016, pick 99. Schobert started 4 games for the Browns in his rookie year under first-year coach Hugh Jackson. But the move to a 4-3 defense could pay even greater dividends for the multi-sport standout from West. Derek Watt. Milwaukee, Los Angeles Chargers right parenthesis in his rookie year with the Chargers. Watt saw the field in every game, doing the bulk of his work on special teams but seeing at least one offensive snap in all 16 contests. The fullback moved with his teammates to Los Angeles in the offseason. Nick Bellore. Whitefish Bay, Detroit Lions right parenthesis after 5 strong seasons as a special teams player with the Jets and 49 ERs. Bellore had a breakout season in San Francisco last year when he saw the field as a linebacker and started 10 games. He posted a career-high 83 tackles with a sack and interception, and then signed a 1-year deal with Detroit in the offseason. It's close to where the undrafted Bellore played college football. Central Michigan right parenthesis Shelby Harris. Homestead, Denver Broncos right parenthesis Harris, who has seen action in 8 games during his NFL career with Oakland, was signed to a futures contract in Denver. Joel Stave. Whitmall, Kansas City Chiefs right parenthesis Stave served as a backup on the Minnesota Vikings last year and now has a spot with the Chiefs. T.J. Watt. Milwaukee, Pittsburgh Steelers right parenthesis the 30th overall pick in the 2017 NFL draft heads to a place where linebackers have been known to thrive, and he becomes the 3rd Watt brother to don an NFL uniform. He'll be expected to make an immediate impact. Mark Spellman. Marquette, Tennessee Titans right parenthesis the Waukesha native started 12 games in 2016 on the offensive line for Illinois State and was named 3rd team All-American by the Associated Press. He was also given the FC's Remington Award for top center in FC's. He went undrafted in 2016. and this will be his first crack at an NFL job. Detroit Lions offensive lineman Rick Wagner watches drills during organized team activities Tuesday, June 6, 2017 at the practice facility in Allen Park. Photo, Kurt Dozier. Detroit Free Press right parenthesis at College Quail Base. Senior. Brookfield Central, Wisconsin right parenthesis honorable hyphen mention all conference choice in the Big Ten the past 2 years. With 22 tackles and 1.5 sacks last season as the Badgers won their division of the Big Ten. Alec James. Senior. Brookfield East, Wisconsin right parenthesis earned honorable mention all conference last year from the coaches after playing 13 games with 9 starts, made 23 tackles and forced a fumble for divisional champion Badgers. That included 3 tackles in the win over LSU at Lambeau Field. It stands to be a huge year for James. Formerly the All-Suburban Player of the Year. Bo Benchwell, Jr. Grafton, Wisconsin right parenthesis the junior was named second team all-conference by the coaches and third team by the media as a guard on the offensive line, after injury limited his season in 2015. He played all 14 games last year at right guard and helped Wisconsin rush for 203.1 yards per game. Michigan Wolverines running back Devon Smith 4 runs behind offensive lineman Ben Bredeson 74 during the game against the Ohio State Buckeyes at Ohio Stadium. Photo, Greg Bartram / USA Today right parenthesis Jacob Maxwell, Jr. Greendale, Wisconsin right parenthesis after getting pressed into starting duty as a freshman. Maxwell made 7 more starts as a sophomore at right tackle before suffering a season-ending injury. If he's healthy, will be key part of an offensive line that could be exceptional in 2017. Even without first-round draft choice Ryan Ramczyk. Brett Connors, Jr. New Berlin West, Wisconsin right parenthesis he earned his second letter with 4 starts and 14 overall games. Usually playing at center on the offensive line that returns several key parts in 2017. Zach Bond, Soph. Brown Deer, Wisconsin right parenthesis he earned his first letter last year and registered 15 total tackles. And his profile only figures to grow at outside linebacker Ben Bredeson. Soph. Arrowhead, Michigan right parenthesis the offensive lineman earned freshman All-American from the Football Writers Association of America and was honorable mention All-Conference in the Big Ten. He made 8 starts at left guard and started in the Orange Bowl. One of the state's greatest offensive linemen only figures to see his profile grow. Nate Tanguy, Senior. Mukwongo, North Dakota State right parenthesis was named second team all-conference at defensive tackle last year even though his season was cut short by an ACL injury in week 9, after rehabbing. A healthy Tanguy could be an All-American candidate as the Bison look to bounce back from a year in which they didn't win the national championship for the first time since 2010. Sean McGuire, Jr. Franklin, Western Illinois right parenthesis honorable hyphen mention all-conference in the Missouri Valley after he started all 11 games and threw for 914 yards and 20 touchdowns. Good for 264.9 passing yards per game, a school record. He was named National Offensive Player of the Week by College Sports Madness at one point last year. Alec Kokor, Senior. Catholic Memorial, Illinois State right parenthesis Kokor made second team all-conference in the Missouri Valley last year after starting all 12 games at safety. And he was also voted as one of the team captains. He posted 91 tackles and led all defensive backs in that category within the conference. That included 14 tackles against powerful North Dakota State. Colin Downing, Senior. Whitefish Bay, Iowa State right parenthesis Downing will enter his 4th year punting with the Cyclones and had one of his best seasons last year at 41.1 yards per punt, for the second straight year. He finds himself on the Ray Award watch list for the nation's best punter. Connor Blount, Soph. Waukesha West, Oregon State. Blount may still have to work his way up the depth chart, but he did get playing time at QB in 2016. Seeing action in 4 games before a knee injury sidelined him for several weeks. My photo Chickwell Base will anchor UW's defensive line this season. Photo, Mark Hoffman. Milwaukee Journal Sentinel right parenthesis Wisconsin, K. Connor Allen. Soph. Brookfield East. DeMichael Balestrieri. Itfar. Grafton. Howell Tyler Beach. Itfar. Port Washington. Pounds Luke Benchwell. Itfar. Grafton. Brett Connors, Jr. New Berlin West. W.R. Sam Delaney. Itfar. Marine. De Matt Henningsen. Itfar. Menominee Falls. De Billy Hirschfeld, Jr. Arrowhead. S. Blake Miak. Soph. Arrowhead. David Pfaff. Soph. Homestead. Peter Roy, Jr. Mosquito right parenthesis Minnesota. K. John Mack. Soph. Arrowhead. Brady Wieland. Itfar. St. Francis right parenthesis Northwestern. It's the Eric Lutzen, Jr. Pewaukee right parenthesis Michigan. T. Connor Edmonds. Itfar. Germantown right parenthesis Michigan State. Noah Harvey. Itfar. Arrowhead. Jack Henricks. Itfar. Homestead right parenthesis Iowa. W.R. Max Cooper. Itfar. Catholic Memorial. QB Max Tuchow. Itfar. Marine. T. Peter Pecker. Senior, Greendale right parenthesis Iowa State, OL Josh Mueller. Itfar, Homestead. De Samson Dupner. Junior, Arrowhead right parenthesis Air Force, D.D. Hawk Limmer. Itfar, Franklin right parenthesis Ball State, OL Andrew Ponich. Sof. Sussex Hamilton right parenthesis Central Michigan, T. Jonathan Carson. Junior, Messmer / Shorewood right parenthesis Columbia, Harvey Turner DeMuth. Senior, Whitefish Bay right parenthesis Drake, QB Alex Bray. Sof. Catholic Memorial. W.R. Stephen Doran. Junior, Germantown. OL Ryan Lemke. Senior, Germantown. OL Jordan Lewinsky. Senior, Homestead. QB Ben Newees. Itfar. Oconomowoc. D.L. Tyler Turver. Senior, Whitefish Bay. Decibels Terry Wallen. Senior, Brookfield Central right parenthesis Eastern Michigan, Ella Drake Sutton. Sof. Menominee Falls right parenthesis Illinois State, De Adam Conley. Senior, Franklin. Mitchell Breeze. Junior, Greendale. OL Chad Canoe. Junior, Franklin. Jacob Powell. Itfar. Arrowhead right parenthesis New Mexico, Pounds Tyson Nora. Sof. Waukesha West right parenthesis North Dakota, OL Dan Bell. Senior, Menominee Falls. Decibels Jordan Kennedy. Itfar. New Berlin Eisenhower. Ifby Brett Finke. Itfar. Mosquito. Nick Honer Law. Itfar. South Milwaukee. Mitch Mangle. Senior, Catholic Memorial. Pounds Jake Rustas. Itfar. New Berlin Eisenhower. OL Ryan Tobin. Itfar. Mosquito right parenthesis North Dakota State, DeCole Kirsch. Sof. Germantown. De Justice Kelly. Itfar. University School. Harvey de Marys Pierre Foy. Sof. Wauwatosa West right parenthesis Northern Illinois, S. Jackson Udrisk. Senior, Arrowhead. OL Caldasso. Itfar. Sussex Hamilton. OL Vincent Hughes. Sof. Franklin. D.L. Marcus Kelly. Sof. Waukesha West. K. Josh Horn. Senior, Kilmarine. OL Alex Schley. Sof. Jerem Anton. Pounds Alex Schwab. Senior, West Allies Hale. OL Nathan Velaz. Sof. Oak Creek right parenthesis Northern Iowa, Harvey Jalen Campbell. Itfar. Catholic Memorial. Harvey Rashadeem Gray. Senior, Whitefish Bay right parenthesis Princeton, W.R. Jordan R.U. Junior, Arrowhead right parenthesis South Dakota, OL Sam Roots. Itfar. Franklin. T. Brett Sampson. Itfar. Oconomowoc. Nathan Schultz. Itfar. Arrowhead right parenthesis South Dakota State, Decibels Jack Berg. Itfar. Oconomowoc. OL Mike Dobrinsky. Itfar. Franklin. SLX Romanesco. Junior, Arrowhead right parenthesis Syracuse, OL Sam Heckel. Itfar. Waukesha West right parenthesis Valparaiso, De Cullenbauer Trottier. Itfar. Port Washington. TLX Cluck. Itfar. Cedarburg. OL Brady Sullivan. Sof. Arrowhead right parenthesis Western Illinois, K. Nathan Erickson. Sof. New Berlin Eisenhower. OL Tom Kirsch. Junior, Arrowhead. QB Sean McGuire. Junior, Franklin. Illes Nico Boyle. Itfar. Whitmall right parenthesis Western Michigan, OL Mike Caliendo. Itfar. Brookfield East. D.L. Zach Taylor. Itfar. Catholic Memorial right parenthesis Wyoming, D.L. Shabari Jackson. Itfar. Wauwatosa West.